Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to add integers now. 6 plus 4 is 10. Well, that's fine and dandy, but let's take a look at it in terms of a number line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. So if this is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and this is 6, what I need to do is I need to take these 6 and I need to add 4 more. So I go 1, 2, 3, 4. And so at this point I end up right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So one way to add integers is to do them on a number line. Another way to think about it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I got 6 items here. I want to add to that 4 more items. And so I say 6 plus 4 is 10. Okay, so if we have that, we can come up with 10. Now sometimes we talk about number strips, and they each have 10 breaks in them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And you color 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them in, plus 1, 2, 3, 4 more. And you come up with a full strip of 10. Different ways to think about it, but you say, okay, fine, that's super duper easy. But in this case, if I take 6 minus 4, I have a number line, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I'm at 6, and I take away 4, so I'm going to take my little fella and move back 1, 2, 3, 4. And so if I take 6, take away 4, my fella is now on 2. Alright, so we're backing up 4 units. Anytime you have this negative, you're going to be moving backward. You're going to be taking away. If I have my little items again, I'll grab my 6 items. But in this case, I take away 4 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm left with 2. If I had a strip of 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I take away 1, 2, 3, 4, I'm left with 2 chunks there. So whatever way you think about it, that's where they come up. Now, the chunks and the strips are fine, but what happens when instead of coming on these pieces, we come down here and do something as follows. Negative 3 minus 4. Negative 3 minus 4. Now the answer to that, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be negative 7. But if I'm on a number line, here's 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. I need to go back 1, 2, 3 more places. So if I'm back, well, in this case I did negative 4 minus 3. Let's redo that. Let's go 0, 2, 3, back negative 3, and I take away 4 more, negative 4, negative 5, negative 6, negative 7, and I end up at negative 7 on my number line. You'll notice 2 negatives do not make a positive when you're adding or subtracting. All it does is take something that's negative and makes it more negative. Think about it all in terms of money. If you have $6 and you get 4 more, you're going to have a total of $10. If you had $6 but you spent 4, gave away 4, somehow got rid of 4, you now only have 2. If, on the other hand, you have a buddy, and if you're not a very good friend and you owe somebody $3, and then you say, man, I really need to eat lunch today at school, can I borrow 4 more? You were negative to begin with, and you went more negative, meaning you're super duper negative. Now, here's the other problem with block strips and number lines. If I have 124 take away 62, I certainly don't want to start drawing blocks for all those. Although you could draw a number 100 block number cubes. Okay, you could do that, and I certainly don't want to do a number line, so I'm going to have to just learn how to do my subtraction, and the easiest way in this case to do multi-number subtraction is to stack them up. And in this case, what is 4 take away 2? 2. 12 take away 6? 6. So my answer is 124 take away 62 is 62. In the same way, let's take my 6 plus my 4. 6 and 4 make 10. Together they make 10 because I know my math facts. If I have 6 minus 4, that means I take the 6, take away 4, I'm left with 2. If I have negative 3 minus 4, I owe, man do I owe. Okay? And so we have all of those. You are to not use a calculator. You are to follow along using your simple math uses. Now, if you have on another case, one we haven't done yet, is negative 7 plus 4. Let's head back to our number line for a second. Here's 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's negative 7. Because they're at negative 7, that's where I start. But I'm going to go forward 4 units because it's plus 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That puts me how far from 0? If I've gotten rid of this, this, and this, I am 1, 2, 3 units back. I'm still at negative 3. I still owe $3. I owed somebody 7 and I paid him back 4. Let's think about things slightly differently. What if we take a 6? If I have 6, what's the opposite of having 6? Well, of course, not having 6. So, in the case of not having 6, the way to undo a nice positive 6 is to have a negative 6 to counterbalance it. This is going to cancel out this. They destroy each other in the purpose. That is called the additive inverse. It's additive because if I attempted to add those two together, they would be the inverses or opposites of each other and reverse each other. So the additive inverse. Now, that's the same thing as saying negative 3 plus a negative 4. I might be adding, but I'm adding a take away 4. Well, anytime I have plus a negative, what I really end up with is the same thing as taking away 4. Now, the way to think about that is let's look at our number lines. If I say I owe somebody $3 plus I owe them 4, I'm going to go back another 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm back at negative 7. Over here, I have already owe 3, and now they're going to take away 4 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Negative 7. These two things do the exact same thing. So, plus a negative is the same thing as minus. Now, the one that really blows people's minds is the following. If I have 5 minus 2, well, that's easy. That's 3. But if I have 5 minus negative 4, wait a minute, I take away owing 4, it's a double negative. Think about it this way, folks. If I have two negatives put together, it's like two magnets. They're drawn to each other, and this one is going to fall right down between it. That negative is going to tip right over and land right there. So two negatives make a positive. Okay? Two negatives here make a positive. Not negative here, but two negatives right next to each other. Okay? And in that case, we come up with 9. So, we have all sorts of adding and subtracting that we need to be taking care of.